area commander is here, Achede, and so on. This whole area, we're going to cordon it off in the first instance for the first 1 week. If we come on Monday and it is locked and any shop is not, we'll lock it for 1 month. No, no, even now, only choice of your Are you hearing me? Only choice of your making it or not? Because we don't know wherever you come from. Wherever you come from, Anambra is open to everybody. Everybody is welcome to trade in Anambra. But if you must trade here, you must abide by the rules. And the rules are that markets are open Monday to Saturday. If you are not prepared to open your shops Monday to Saturday, then leave Anambra, go to elsewhere. Period. Okay, so this market will be shut down for the remainder of this week. It will not be open tomorrow. It will not be open on Wednesday. It will not be open on Thursday. It will not be open on Friday. It will open again on Monday. And if we come on Monday, you want what? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? In the first instance, but for those who have decided they are not there, they want more holidays.
Point in time, what I have to tell you is the fact that Nnamdi Kanu cannot be incarcerated for life at all. It will not happen. And why do I say it will not happen? It will not happen simply because this is not a call for people that are advocating for his release or whatever to go to sleep. What I'm actually saying is the fact that whatever it is that you have been doing, monetarily wise, educationally wise, you should put in more to that. And at the end of the day, that will be achieved. And secondly, the globe is paying attention. The world is paying attention to whatever is happening now. And they are interested in that. And if I must tell you sincerely, the world has never changed. Just like you used to hear of war here and there, the Ottoman Empire and the whatever, it has not changed. It's the same ideology. And as far as I'm concerned, it's three ideologies that rules the world. It's either you have the Arabian influence, the Western and the European influence, or you have the Asian influence. And in that regards, now funny enough, in Africa, we have a mix of all that virtually in all countries, or virtually almost all the countries in the Sahel. And that is why when you look at the dynamics as it's playing out now, you will get to see that what is happening or what has happened in Niger, Mali, Chad, Burkina Faso, and whatever is the same thing that is happening in Nigeria. Ideological concept divisions, religious ideological concept divisions. Not as if the Arabian influence or the Arabian culture is actually bad, but over time, that has been adulterated and has resulted into religious fanaticism. Talking about Islamic religious fanaticism. And that is what has spoiled it. And that is what you're having now. I want people to be good students of documentary and history, actually. You will get to see that what has happened in Chad, Mali, Libya, or whatever is the same replication of what is happening in Nigeria. And if I must recommend something to go, just go online and search about Dogon people in Mali. When you search about Dogon people in Mali, you get to see that there's a kind of militias that were formed to protect their territory or whatever. The same story that is happening in Nigeria is the same reason why these people are standing and trying to defend their own land. Do you get it? And having said that, let's look at it now. The fact is, we must give this to Bala Blue. Though the fact is, I'm not an advocate of Bala Blue, but the fact is, I think Bala Blue, we must give it to him. He's a liberal person. His policies or whatever will not speak that, but the fact is, he's ideologically inclined in the sense that live and let's live. That is the ideology of a Yoruba man. Do you get it? And I want to put it to you that I'm not campaigning for him actually, or he's the best or whatever. But what I'm just trying to say is, for the first time in history at least, we're having somebody that is ready to take the radical trajectory. And that is why, if I must deviate, this next election is very interesting. Interesting in the sense that for the first time in history, the northern key players actually have no card to play, because the division is actually growing bigger day by day. People are beginning to see now this is what the North stands for, and this is what the East stands for, and this is what the West stands for. Do you get it? Just like you quite agree with me that no president will want to become a president of a nation just to have his name being rubbished. Do you get it? But the Nigeria situation is more or less like pouring water in a basket. No matter your policies, no matter your interventions. He came with some wonderful policies, actually thinking that would translate to development, but he is shocked to realize that that is not what is actually desired. Why? Because we are divided ideologically. And the fact is, I will actually love a situation where he's actually looking into that, not even love a situation. But the fact is, let's not deceive ourselves with the concept of one Nigeria where one is bad politicians, is bad governance that is responsible for all these things. The fact is, we are divided as an entity. We are not united. Ideologies is actually informing how we behave and how we prioritize things. And to some certain extent, take it or leave it, we must give it to this man. His policies are not good, but the fact is, with the pardon of Igbouna and the rest of it, tell me why. So let's just leave it. What I'm trying to say is, sincerely, at this point in time, is to your old tent, a bit to your old tent, O Israel, a bit whatever as they put it. It's all man for himself. That's why I say, my guy, now you go sharpen, and a lot of all these variables. So the fact is, preaching unity in diversity, in the midst of the reality as it affects the nation, is going to be nothing but hypocrisy. And let me affirm my stand today. My stand generally is, if Nigeria cannot do the right thing, then everybody should go his own way, just like Brimo said. And what is the right thing? The right thing is a Nigerian that respect and accommodate everybody irrespective of the differences. But at the end of the day, if that cannot done, you are just going to succeed in making other people victims in the hands of other people that believes their ideology is superior, supreme, and should be respected. Most especially talking about the North. And that is why you have the introduction of political Sharia. And when you look at this now, when I hear people talking about, oh, we don't want to turn to Libya, we don't want to turn to Mali, when the US was intervening and a lot of other countries was intervening, I begin to ask myself, do these people actually know the history of these people and why they were attacked and why a lot of all these things were done? If you're a good student of history and you're a good student of documentary, you understand that even the fall of Gaddafi can be traced back to even the 1960s, not 2000. The fall of all these other empires or whatever can be traced to a very long time as a result of what? Radicalization. Radical Islamic concepts. And that is what they are actually trying to establish with all these Fulani headers or whatever. Take it or leave it. Look at it now. Look at the whole of the Sahels. The whole of the Sahels is bedeviled with all these things. Whole of the Sahels, no exclusion. The whole of the Sahels is bedeviled with all these things. But when it comes to Nigeria now, we have succeeded in giving them funny names, like bandits or whatever. But the ideology remains the same. Nothing has changed. But the fact is, just like I keep saying, it's either live and let's live, or everybody goes on his own to build his territory and establish his kingdom according to his ideologies. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is, generally speaking, is either we live as one or we perish divided. And that is going to be my ideology in life. Do the right thing. But the fact is, in regards to doing the right thing, is how can you even do the right thing when people are divided ideologically? You can't do the right thing. Because the right thing now, in the midst of economic developments and giant strides or whatever, should be perceived as the right thing to everybody, right? But in the presence of ideologies that rules the world, what is right is bad. What is right is bad. What is right to this person is bad to this person. So I'm progressive in nature, and I want this to be in record. That I'm telling you, sorry, I forgot to say, this election is going to be the most interesting one. The most interesting one in the sense that for the first time in history, the kingmakers, as perceived, as believed, have no card to play. And in so doing now, take it or leave it. Let me put it to you. Let me say this to you. It's not a palatable thing, but we have to say it in the midst of is saying the truth. There is no entity, no person that can defeat Bala Blue at the moment. There is none. And the fact is, if it's not defeated, it's going to turn into a kind of ideological concept fight. And when it turns into ideological concept fight now, that is when the fate of Nigeria will be established. We will now know who is who and where is where.
I want to thank and congratulate those of you who are here. Hear me.
Yes, sir.
Anambra Gadema. I've come with a message.
Okay.
I'm just from Oka. Everywhere is open. Government offices are open. Markets are open. And people are going about their businesses. Then you come down to Onitsha. Come down to Main Market. The once reputed market as the largest market in West Africa. Where?
Yes, sir.
And it is listed. I have just driven all the way from the junction with Ose to this place. Through much of Johnson, I've seen through Johnson, I've seen through Bright, and the shops locked up. I've peeped inside, a few persons here and there. Okay? Anyone who has not opened, for Main Market, of all markets, to be shut down. I know that people have done this sit at home on Mondays for quite some time now. And as they say, an abomination that lasts a year becomes culture. No. This can no longer go on in Anambra. Are you hearing me? And I will tell you this. You either decide that you want to trade here or you can go elsewhere. This Main Market, if you don't want it open, I will come and take bulldozer and level it. And I'm very, very serious about it. I'm not joking. Going forward, any Monday, any shop that is not open will be locked for 1 week. And let me tell you this. As I'm speaking to you now, when I finish this whole Main Market and all the adjoining these things will be locked down for the whole of this week. There will be no market anywhere here. Each Monday will come. If people are not in their respective shops, it will be shut down again. If you like, I don't mind shutting down Main Market for the remainder of this year. We're not going to allow this. It's plain economic sabotage. And also we suspect whoever closes their shop to have some criminal intent.